Why was Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' wedding almost a disaster? How do the spouses torture each other? And why does Blake call her husband terrible? Hi, I'm Dylan, and you're watching OSSA. Let's find out what really takes place behind the seemingly perfect relationship of Hollywood's iconic couple. Before Ryan met Blake, one of the sexiest men alive had been in quite a few high-profile relationships before settling down with Lively. During his youth, Reynolds mostly dated his screen co-stars, including Melissa Joan Hart, Traylor Howard, Kristen Johnson, and Rachel Lee Cook. Well, it looks like the gentleman Reynolds prefers blondes. But after a number of brief affairs, the actor met a non-blonde Canadian singer who almost made Ryan a married man. Alanis Morissette got engaged to Reynolds in 2004 after 2 years of dating. But 3 years later, the couple split, and the woman was left heartbroken, turning her grief into a new music album. So did the actor enjoy his bachelor life? Not really, as he jumped from one serious relationship to another. Ryan tied the knot with the actress Scarlett Johansson the year following his dramatic separation from Morissette. Back to blondes? Just saying. Anyways, the marriage expired within 2 years, when Reynolds starred in Green Lantern alongside Lively. But between Scarlett and Blake, Ryan had a few more flings. Both Sandra Bullock and Charlize Theron were spotted by his side. I can't help but mention that Ryan has great taste in women. Meanwhile, Reynolds' now-wife was quite selective about the men she dated, even though her ex-partners were also actors, including high-profile ones. At the very beginning of her professional career, 17-year-old Blake dated actor Kelly Blatz for 3 years. The next one on the relationships list was Lively's on-screen love interest, Penn Badgley, aka Dan Humphrey from Gossip Girl. The couple were super secretive up until they split after 2 years. Blake and Penn remained good friends and continued working together. And then came Ryan, but not the one who put a ring on her finger. Rumor has it that Ryan Gosling and Blake Lively had a brief fling in 2010, since they were spotted at Blake's all-time favorite destination, Disneyland. And although their affair was never confirmed, it's hilarious to see Gosling as her first try Ryan. And her last romance pre-Reynolds was with the eternal bachelor, Leonardo DiCaprio. The two spent the summer of 2011 together, and Leo even gave her a Toyota Prius as a gift. The strangest first date. So, as I already mentioned, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds met while working on the failed movie Green Lantern in early 2010. At that time, Ryan was about to divorce Johansson, and Blake was still in her Penn Badgley stage. But the two hit it off really well and became close friends. Their friend zone lasted for about a year until both pals became single. And when Blake and Ryan finally went on a date, they didn't really realize the mutual affection they had, as the first time they went out was a double date with different partners.
We were buddies then. I remember it was funny because for about a year after Green Lantern had come and gone and all that stuff, and we were both single, we went on a double date with. She was on a date with another guy, and I was on a date with another girl, and that was the most awkward date for their respective partners because we were just like fireworks coming across the.
When Blake recalled the same episode in her personal biography, she confessed to having different feelings. It went well for him, she scoffed. There were no fireworks for me. Of course, Lively laughed it off and explained that as friends, they were trying to find matches for each other until they realized there was no need for looking around. It didn't click for, a good year and a half of like, oh hey, wait, hold on, we could date. Sounds like a sugary rom-com, right? So is there really a happily ever after for the couple? What's wrong with the wedding? It took these two less than a year to go from the friend zone to family life. Although after his failed marriage with Johansson, Reynolds did not want to take the role of a husband once again. And apparently his top-secret wedding with Lively in September 2012 came as a huge surprise to everyone. Blake and Ryan said their vows at Boone Hall Plantation in Mount Pleasant, the dreamy location you may recognize from the Notebook scenes. They were just close friends and family, entertained by a Florence and the Machine performance. According to Vogue, the couple reportedly asked guests to sign a non-disclosure agreement and did not allow any phones at the ceremony. But the bride had her own reasons to be sad, and one of them was the dress. Her cloud-like couture Marchesa gown almost got burnt. Florence Welch was singing at the reception, and they brought out these sparklers, and I'm watching her sing. I looked down and my wedding dress has a big burn mark from one of the sparklers, right on the front, and it was just so heartbreaking to me. Funny thing is that the day after her actual wedding in a damaged gown, Blake was fitted for Serena's wedding dress on Gossip Girl. Lively also shared that Martha Stewart was the key figure in saving the memorable event. Our wedding was becoming a disaster, and we didn't know what to do, so we called Martha. But if you're waiting for beautiful wedding pictures, we're sorry to disappoint you. Photos from the ceremony were never released, and there was another reason for that in addition to the couple's secrecy. The most popular wedding websites banned their nuptials location as it was a plantation. And glamorizing the history of slavery in the US is not good for the site's reputation. Challenging parenthood. I want babies, lots of babies, shared Blake long before she started her own family with Ryan. And it's no wonder. The actress has 4 siblings herself, and her husband is the youngest of 4 sons. Although Reynolds had a troubled past with his own father, being a dad of 3 has given him a different perspective on fatherhood. The couple welcomed their first daughter, James, in December 2014, keeping the pregnancy, sex, and name of the child private for a long time. Almost 2 years later, James became a big sister to baby Inez, whose birth was a secret too. Both of the Reynolds princesses made their first public appearance in 2016 when their father received his Hollywood Walk of Fame star. Ryan made the sweetest speech, in which he thanked Blake for making him the father of his dreams even though he thought he only had fun uncle potential. Ryan was present at both deliveries for their children, and even lost a good friend of his who was trying to sell pictures of baby James to a tabloid. The couple also reprimanded photographers for snapping pictures of their daughters and violating their family privacy. The announcement of the third child's on the way was made with no words. A baby bump on the red carpet in May 2019 was obvious enough. Still, Princess number 3's date of birth is unknown, as well as her name. Ryan even joked that all the letters in her name are silent. In October 2019, the proud father made a rare post of a picture of him, Blake, and the youngest one with her face obscured. Ryan also shared that balancing career and family is becoming difficult, although the couple do everything possible to spend more time together.
Leaving the house is getting harder and harder. Going away on, going to Brazil, like that kind of thing. You start to that gets a lot harder when they ask where are you going, when are you coming home, why are you leaving me, that sort of thing.
As for Blake, she admitted that 3 kids under the age of 6 is a lot of children. So will they ever consider expanding their family of 5? Lively also spoke about the funny side of parenting with her hilarious husband.
After I gave birth, he was like, oh my gosh, if I lost you and I, went to the park with our 3 kids, think of the ladies I can. Like, this is a horrible thing to say. And he's like, I've got a long list. And I was like, oh really? Because I just have 1 on my list.
Career struggles. Being 2 successful actors in high demand, Blake and Ryan do their best to coordinate their schedules and lead a normal family life. The couple has a rule to not film movies at the same time. Moreover, they try hard not to spend more than 1 day apart. If she's doing a movie in Thailand and I'm doing a movie in Vancouver, we would just never see each other. We operate as a unit and that really works well for us, shared Ryan. The whole family usually follows whoever's working at a location, just to keep their home full. We're involved in everything that the other does, Lively mentioned in an interview. She also said that she appreciates her husband's advice on her acting, calling him a partner in everything. Though acting may seem like a dream job, it's quite a difficult and sometimes even dangerous one. In the Shallows movie, Blake played a surfer who got attacked by a shark and struggles to survive. The actress did most of her stunts herself, with her husband's support of course, and she was pregnant with the second child for at least half of the film's production. And while making her most recent movie, The Rhythm Section, Lively seriously injured her hand on set. The production of the film was suspended while she recovered, and recovery is far more challenging for a mom of young kids. In one of her interviews, Blake confessed that she and her husband are very shy people, and acting helps them express themselves through someone else's skin. She also shared about having anxiety the night before every interview. Ryan also named anxiety as his lifelong enemy, and said that he hoped to alleviate his fears through numerous interviews. Perhaps that's why the actor uses humor all the time. It's a weapon and a shield for his vulnerability. Is this love? So if these two are really as adorable as they seem, why does Blake say she lives in torture? Actually, the price of fame sometimes is unbearable. The actress shared her feelings on watching her husband's sex scenes from Deadpool on every screen.
And it's kind of torture these days because I'm on a plane and everywhere I look, every screen is my husband in a sex montage throughout the holidays with another woman because everybody wants to watch Deadpool.
But the worst thing about the whole situation was her little daughter seeing the same scenes too.
And then my daughter goes, Dada!
Yeah.
And then she starts like hugging and kissing the screen
Baby
and
James.
waving at him, and he's not waving back, and she doesn't understand why he's not waving back at her.
The couple is well known for trolling each other on social media. Well, their fans just love it. But isn't this game of trolls just a little too much? Blake calls her husband terrible as he never stops joking, even in the most inappropriate situations, like a funeral. Sometimes Reynolds says that he and Lively are just an online manufactured couple, while he's actually married to a Danish woman. And the history of their Instagram tributes to each other may become a great comic relationship guide. Ryan chose the most unflattering photos of his wife to wish her a happy birthday, and Blake almost cut him out of a picture with Ryan Gosling saying, "Happy birthday, baby." She also publicly asked him to allow her to have an affair with Anna Kendrick, while he called Betty White his favorite ex-girlfriend. They never seem to run out of ideas to make fun of each other. And though they keep swimming in an ocean of divorce rumors, Blake and Ryan's ship is safe. Reynolds and Lively call friendship first the main secret of their happiness. They always address their problems through honest communication and are best friends in their everyday life. So what do you think of this couple? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel, and please stay awesome.